Japan Nuclear Crisis Trading, by www.profitabletradingtips.com. In the wake of the Japan nuclear crisis, trading on stocks and generally down across the world. Emerging markets were most heavily hit in evolving Japan nuclear crisis trading. It was initially unclear just how badly the earthquake and tsunami was going to hurt the third largest economy in the world. The terrible devastation from this historic disaster is along the northeast coast of Japan and away the industrial center of the nation. However, the nuclear plants that were damaged by the tsunami are not coming back online anytime soon and may, in fact, be beyond repair. Tokyo Electric Power Company, which owns a major reactor that until recently was still spewing forth radioactive water, provides power to half of the Japanese industrial base. In view of the persistent Japan nuclear crisis, trading in Japanese stocks and those of other nations across the world needs to take into account that the industrial capacity of Japan may be hobbled by lack of electric power in the next months or perhaps years. A major factor for Japan is that its fisheries have been poisoned by radiation. Although radioactive water may follow currents across the Pacific to the shores of Canada and the USA, fish and Japanese that have ingested radioactive items in the food chain may not be edible, ever. Thus Japan nuclear crisis trading may have to do with companies that import items such as frozen fish to Japan. Japanese coal-fired power plants will need to pick up the slack where nuclear plants are unable. Coal exporters in Australia and North America may benefit from increased sales. Japanese companies that need to cut back due to rolling blackouts the coming summer may outsource more than before. Companies, offshore to Japan, who can become suppliers to Japanese industry will likely benefit. Post-tsunami stock trading may involve a number of different factors on the fundamentals side. Fundamentals are not all there is to Japan nuclear crisis trading. Reports of persistent radiation leaks, the possibility of meltdowns, and poisoned food sources lends a sense of panic the news of the day. The ability to keep a clear head will be useful in trading stocks as the story continues to unfold. Continual technical analysis helps the trader keep abreast of market sentiment. Using objective tools to assess the market is absolutely important when there is a sense of panic and foreboding due to the severity of the current crisis. Trading Toyota when all there was to be concerned about was a computerized brake problem was easy compared to today when we need to anticipate whether power cutbacks in Japan will lead to cutbacks in car exports. A factor to remember in Japan nuclear crisis trading is the discipline and resilience of the Japanese society. This is a country that, like Germany, was devastated by the Second World War and rose to become a major economic power in a little over a generation after its society lay in ashes. Once the depth of the various problems Japan faces is understood, the scope the job will be known and traders will glimpse the range of opportunity in trading the situation. For more insights and useful information regarding stock, options, commodities, and futures trading, visit www.profitabletradingtips.com.